No Ball Better University class is now in session. I'm your professor, Jesse Holley. All the good students, please come to the front of the classroom. Those
hit the
hit the like button as well. Those who want to learn a little bit about ball, here we have it for you today. And today, the Cowboys are going up against the New York Football Giants. And we just talked about it briefly in the last segment about who are some people that was non-Malik Neighbors and Dexter Lawrence that could hurt you. Well, I'm going to show you the one guy that can totally wreck your day. Now, when you look at what Dexter Lawrence, big sexy Dexy,
Sexy
well,
Dexy.
part of the reason why he doesn't do much against the Cowboys is the Cowboys dedicate a large amount of human beings to Dexter Lawrence.
Center guard.
Yeah, a lot of guys are focused and locked in on Dexter Lawrence, and this guy. When you look at talk about like 10 quick pressures, that means he's getting to the quarterback right now. He's in the conversation with guys like Micah Parsons and Miles
and he's doing that at what,
Miles
like
Garrett.
340, 330. Let me look.
342.
340.
6'4", 342.
332.
That's
So
not a human.
this is a guy who could totally wreck your game. And I'm going to show you some clips where he played against the Cowboys and watch how he worked. All right, so here we have it right here.
Wide dude.
Dexter Lawrence. He's right there in the middle of your picture. All right, so there's a little bit of No Ball Better University. You hear the terms a lot of times. Oh, he's a 0 technique. Oh, he's a 1 technique. Oh, he's a 3 technique. So 0 technique, I would consider, and most would consider, is he's lined up, head up over the center. That means his head is covering the center's head, right? So now I took a line straight down the center. I would not call this 0. I would call this 1. He shaded to the outside shoulder of the center, centered in that A gap. So to me right now, Dexter Lawrence is in a 1 technique, shaded on the outside shoulder of the center.
Yeah, wide ass stance. He's covering up 7 people with that stance.
Yeah, but watch, he is all athlete, all power. And the thing that when you watch Dexter Lawrence, look the first thing. Now, these are the rush lanes that the linebackers have to go and fill. You see right there, Dexter Lawrence, he split down there where the pole is going to be. The first thing that you notice about Dexter Lawrence is he gets off the football. 6'4", 342 pounds, and he is cat quick. And so now when the ball is snapped, I want you to watch Dexter Lawrence. You hear me talk about recreating the line of scrimmage, right? That is paramount for the defensive line. Dexter Lawrence gets off the ball. He presses the center. Now he's cocked sideways in between the guard and the center. What does that do? Tyler Smith has to make sure that before he leaves to go get the linebacker, that I at least try to push Dexter Lawrence back onto my center. But Dexter Lawrence has gotten off the ball so fast and so quick, and he's pressed the center back. So what he's done is he's created 2 different levels. He's created a level where Tyler Smith is at and where BB the center is at. So now when you see that, when he comes off of that, you'll see that Dexter Lawrence has moved himself into a much better position to now where he is almost a full body into the hole, where that running back sees that, he goes, uh-oh, I can't go there. That's full. And now those other linebackers are filling in there. But Dexter Lawrence is so quick. He's so strong. He's so physical that he is up the field. He has already defeated the block of the center. The guard has gone off to get his block, but there's nowhere for this running back to go right here. And as you see, they collapse the pocket, they collapse the hole, and Dexter Lawrence makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. At no point in time was he ever on the opposite end of the line of scrimmage. That's the kind of havoc that he can create by getting off the ball. You have to assign a lot of guys to Dexter Lawrence. All right, let's go to the next clip, because you think, oh, all right, well, he's on the right-hand side of him, but he says, oh, well, no, this time. Now, again, there's Dexter Lawrence right there in the middle on the hash. He's split to the left side of the center. He's in that 1 technique, wide stance, right? He's cocked right there. That left guard that you're seeing right there is not.
Is that Brock Hoffman?
Tyler Booker.
Is that Brock Hoffman?
That's the legendary Zach Martin.
Oh, this is last year's Zach Martin?
This is last year's Zach.
That's not, I don't know that guy.
Right, but this is the legendary, and what's going to be, again, impressive about the way that Dexter Lawrence gets off the ball. When the ball is snapped, you see immediately he has already pressed the center. He is already, and look how low he is. You're talking about leverage and power. Low man always wins. That's 342 pounds of man up under your center, pressed out, has your center pressed out, has your center damn near standing straight up.
Yeah,
You don't win. When you're in the trenches, if you are standing straight up, you're probably going to lose just about all of those battles. So now you see where the linebackers have to come in there and fill. He has already pressed the center. He has kind of already grabbed him, moving through. The guard is still trying to come down and say, help him, help, help, help. Push him back on the center. But Sexy Dexy, he gets slim. 342 pounds. He gets slim sideways in between the center.
That's a brave-ass move for a D lineman getting sideways.
He is, but when you're Dexter Lawrence, you can do this. He swims over the top. Here's where you don't want to be as an offensive lineman in the National Football League. You don't want to be
looking at the ground.
You don't want to be face down, butt up. Okay, you don't want to be face down, tail up, and that's what Dexter Lawrence has put Cooper Beebe right there, tail down, butt up, and he continues to power through. Now this is a passing play, but watch him work his way through. Now the guard is taking over. The center's trying to find somebody to block. Now this might be a holding. Okay,
that's not.
It might be a holding.
Still shot. You can't really tell.
It might be a holding. I watched the video.
You just can't tell.
Probably a holding,
Hard
but
to
it's
say.
Zach Martin, so they give him the benefit of the doubt. But Dexter Lawrence is still working through this thing. He's working through it. And now you see he's getting to a point where now he's kind of gotten Zach Martin kind of a little head down, tail up situation right there. Trying to get his hand up because they tell defensive linemen, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hand up and make them have to throw around, over, or at your hand. He gets through there. Dak navigates through the pocket because Terrence still got beat around the edge. And so now here's what you don't want. And these are the residual effects that happen throughout the course of the game. Now, Dak shovels it off to Jake Ferguson, but he takes this hit. He takes a hit from Dexter Lawrence right here. And these are those residual hits that happen over and over and over in a game.
That's a zesty hit.
That's a zesty hit.
Zesty.
And it doesn't count as a sack, but it does count as a quarterback hit. And those things, I can promise you, Dak Prescott feels those. When you're getting hit from behind, pause, and you're getting hit from the front, pause, that weighs on you through the course of the game. And now you start looking over your shoulder because I don't want to get hit like this down the middle from a guy like Dexter Lawrence at 6'4", 342 pounds. So the Cowboys offensive line has their work cut out for them this week. Rookie Tyler Booker, welcome to the National Football League. You missed out on Jalen Carter last week. Unless Dexter Lawrence has a spitting incident or something that happens before the game, you're going to have to deal with this guy. Cooper Beebe, you're going to have to deal with this guy. I don't have no problem with Tyler Smith, but these are the guys that you're going to have to deal with. And I just showed you guys one technique. I can show you, on my Twitter, I'll show you where he lines up 0 right over the center. He lines up one technique, either side, shaded outside, and he will line up as a 3. He'll be damn near over the guard.
Yeah.
And so he lines up all across there, and they'll move him around, and he can play any of those spots. He's quick, he's fast, he's strong, he's a wide body, so he eats up 2 blocks most of the time. It's going to be imperative that these guys hold on to these blocks because when you collapse that middle for the quarterback, those edges get a little bit shorter. Talked about it earlier. Having guys like Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau and Abdul Carter, you don't want to duel with Abdul. And you don't want to get Burns by Brian.
Burns. Yeah.
Those edges get short.
You don't want to feel the burns.
You don't want to feel the burns. They collapse the middle, those edges get short. Now you get another half a second, they can get to the quarterback, disrupt a lot of things in there. So the Cowboys have to really focus in on big, sexy Dexy.